So we just got our 97 Miata drive shaft in. We'll probably have to do some modification on this to make it work with the Spitfire, but this shackle over here should fit with the transmission that we've got. So let's open this up and let's see how the postal system has treated it in shipping. Because as you can see, this is basically just saran wrap. They didn't even put any padding on it, so I'm a little concerned we might have some damage somewhere. Okay. This end got a little bit damaged during shipping, but I don't think it bented at all, so we should be good. Alright, so now that we have our drive shaft into the transmission, I just kind of want to eyeball this and see how much longer this drive shaft really is than we need. And it looks like it's about a foot long, so we'll have to do something about that. So now that we've got our attachment plates on our motor mounts, and these have been rotated 90 degrees, we're gonna go ahead and put these back on here and see how they fit. And just barely it doesn't fit. Dang. So I pulled the hood back up and I noticed that the engine was sitting crooked, and I got to looking at it, and the alternator is still interfering with this suspension mount. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind into this a little bit more and see if we can get this to sit properly. Now that we've got this cut out, you can see that this stamped metal actually has a seam in it. So we're gonna grab the welder and seal that up. We just test fit the hood and it fit perfect. Next thing we're gonna do, now that we've got the engine lined up, it's sitting at the right height, everything's angled the way we want it, finally, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these brackets, we're gonna test fit them in here, position them where we want them, and then we can get everything marked up and weld it all to fit. And if we've done everything right, we should have a mounted engine by today. So an entire day's work didn't turn out a lot of visible progress, but we do have our engine brackets made. So tomorrow morning, once the store's open, we can go and get the bolts that we need to drill through the frame and mount this thing solid. All right, we finally have the engine properly mounted in here. We've got our grade 8 bolts, we've got our custom engine mounts, and the hood shuts. So we'll be back with more just as soon as we figure out what we're gonna do next. I look forward to it. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of thing, and we will keep on rolling out updates.
Tell me.
And just keep rolling.
Yep.
So I really like to use this stuff because it's got the any angle lid on it. So I really like to use this stuff with the any angle lid because I'm always in tight spaces, and whenever you have to worry about gravity, it just doesn't work worth crap. And whenever you have to worry about gravity, it's just more trouble than it's worth.